Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Stoner Erickson from Erickson Design Company, and this week we're going to open up the shop, set it up, and then we're going to build a dog toy box. So stick around if you're tired of stepping on dog toys. Enjoy. Okay, so let's pop the shop open. These are dog gates I built for the dogs so that they won't run off. They can't see through them, so if someone walking by or a dog's walking by, they won't be able to see them. And this allows them to be out in the shop without me worrying about them running off. Rolling the carts out, the edge sander and the planer, super rad, and it's dust collection that's independent to it, a dust deputy and a rigid vac. The drill press and the bandsaw come on out. And again, its own dust collection come out as well, so that's nice. And so now I have 4 tools in this footprint of 1. This table flips up for more extra space to work on. This is how I left the shop last night. I was working in here doing some drawings, and so all I have to do is just roll these out of the way. Again, those are my outfeed tables for my table saw. Fold up the miter saw, winged out miter saw. It has its little guide there with a measuring tape so I can make repeated cuts. Here comes the big boy, the table saw. Get some dust collection, some power to it. It's got independent as well, dust collection. Then I'm just going to slide these tables out of the way in front of the ritter board. And, you know, overhead dust collection for that. And that's it. That's the shop. My table, miter saw, pretty dang awesome. Alright, so that was pretty simple. It took less than 10 minutes to set that up. I mean, it's pretty awesome. Now it's ready to go. Everything's plugged in. Everything has its own dust collection. In 10 minutes, I've got a full shop. When it's raining outside, I leave the table saw set up and the miter saw set up and whatever specific tool I'm working on, like the bandsaw or the jigsaw, I'll pull that out in the center of the room. And because of the dust collection, it keeps it really low. So on this channel, we're going to do a 3-step process. We're going to do an idea. Today's idea is going to be a dog toy box, right? So last night, I got up in the middle of the night and I stepped on a spiky dog toy. Oh, fuck. I was so pissed, and I couldn't go back to sleep for 10, 15 minutes. So I thought there's got to be a better way for these dogs. So I'm basically going to make a drawer or a box, right? And then on the front of it, we're going to put like a bone or something pretty basic. And then we will paint the bone pink because we have a girl dog, and blue or purple, whatever we have. And then we put all the toys in that box and we put it in the room. Now we can teach our dogs, because we love dogs and they're super smart, we can teach our dogs to put the toys away, and we can teach the dogs to pull the toys out. And we're going to test that. So let's, first thing we're going to do is we're going to check the wood pile and see what we have to build it. So let's go to the wood storage real fast. Over here, let's see what we got. So, 1, 2, 3. Let's see if we can find the bottom part. Okay, we found some stuff. We're going to take it over to the table saw and we're going to mark it and measure it, and we're going to design it, and then we're going to build it. So stick around, enjoy. Okay, so I'm going to mill these down, raise the blade up. I'm going to cut these all at 22.5, and then I'll cut a 1/2 inch off the other side at 22. That way I have square ends on both sides. Pretty kind of simple and basic. If I was building this for a cabinet, say it would roll out of a cabinet so the dogs could get in, it would be pretty easy that way too. But next we're going to cut them all at 7.5. That way I have a top and a bottom edge that I like and get squared. I'm going to shut this off here in a second and lower the blade to 1/4 inch up. And cut a rabbet in the bottom edge. I need to know which one's the top and the bottom, so I'm going to tilt them up and I'm going to mark the top so I know that. I'll cut off of that side. And then I'm just going to run them through and slowly notch that out. The blade width is 1/8 of an inch. It's 1/4 inch high. So I'll make several passes just to kind of hog that out is what they call it, to make a rabbet for the drawer bottom to sit in so that you don't see the drawer bottom on the bottom. Just an extra step to make it look a little fancier. I do have a dado which would do this a lot quicker, but setting that dado up will take longer than just using the blade just to kind of hog it out, so if I was running multiple pieces, then I would clearly put the dado stack in there. So there's the rabbet. Next here, we're just going to cut the bottom. I have to put a little thing on the bottom end of my saw so that the 1/4 inch doesn't slip underneath of it. So cut the bottom nice and cut. We're going to grab the crosscut sled and we're going to cut the just some scrap up to make the bone and the toy sign. These hold down clamps, I built these. We're going to actually build these next. They just hold the wood down. They're super easy to build and they're really cheap, like $2, and they're like $20 on Amazon. So just going to run that through and get that going. Then we're going to draw out the design. So this table flips up and gives me some more space to work. And I'm just going to quickly rough out what I want to draw. What I want the bone and the words to look like. And just jot out toy, kind of make it whimsical and childlike. And then we'll move it over to the bandsaw to hog it out. We got to flip up the drill press, the flip-top table, which is super easy. I mean, that's pretty much all it is. We'll connect the dust collection and plug it in, and she's good to go. I think that's so rad. The dog gate actually fell down right here. My wife opened the door, and the big gust of wind came through. So the dog gate kind of tipped down, and so after this, we pulled it out and let the dogs inside while I finished this up. Beautiful day here, so really didn't want to waste the day outside. So we're going to give it a quick sand on the edge sander. Now this bone gets out from underneath me. It flies off the hand. It flies away because I was just going too fast. So slow down. That's one of my biggest problems is I go so darn fast. But I'm just going to, sand the edges, sand the face. Here it goes. Whoa. And, no one's perfect. You got to just do what you're doing and go where you're going. So you can see how much dust this creates. There is dust collection coming out of this. I could build a hood for it, which I might do in the future, but this is normally outside. And it does collect a lot of dust, even though you see dust coming off of it. It does collect a lot of dust, but Rigid didn't design that as well as they could have. I think they could have done a little bit better, but it is an oscillating sander, so it goes up and down. Kind of cool. We're gonna make a hole in the letter O, so we're gonna use a drill press to do that and flip it up real fast, which is kind of cool. We're just gonna give this a quick sand, and we're gonna route the edges of the bone. That way it's nice and smooth and looks a little finished. I keep this router right on my table with a 1/4 inch bit in it all the time, so I don't have to run around looking for it. It's ready to go. I use it quite a bit. I'm not sanding over the downdraft table here. I just didn't think about it. It's not a lot of sanding I'm doing, so if I was doing more sanding, I would sand directly over that table that behind it, and it would suck all the all the dust straight down to the bottom of it. But I'm not doing a ton. That's just a little bit of sanding here. So there's the toy. Let's paint it. We're gonna pick a few colors. I'm just doing this on the top of the table saw because it's flat and I don't have to worry about any sawdust or anything like that. And it's pretty quick, as you can see. I'm gonna slap the box together. Just a little glue, pin nailer, hold the glue together. This isn't gonna get moved around or a lot of stress on it. So we're just gonna bang it out, bang it together, which is pretty simple and straightforward. I'll just flip it over, check for square, boom, bang it out. That's it. We use some CA glue to attach the toy, and there's the dogs. They're playing with it. They love it. They enjoy it. It works. Awesome. Alrighty, Aphrodite. Here it is. The easy dog toy box. Little bone, toy on the front. It's fully loaded with toys. The dogs easily will be able to get them out. Now we just got to train them to put them back in. If you like seeing videos like this, dog related or simple videos, or if you like one of these, want me to make you one, get at me in the comments below. Like, subscribe, share. I'm Stoner Erickson from Erickson Design Company. Let's build something.